While the rinseless wash is doing its job of pre-soaking, so emulsifying that dirt, breaking it down and lifting it off the surface, we're going to spray all clean diluted 15:1 on your wheels.
You want me to do it?
Yep. Go ahead. Have fun.
Have fun, yeah, okay. This one is correct?
Yep.
I'll go for the other one. Am I too close or?
No, that's good.
Sounds good.
Mario, now that the all clean has done its job on the tires and the wheels, and the rinseless wash is doing its job on the body, we're going to rinse it off to allow that dirt that was on there to fall to the floor. Then we'll pre-spray again, we'll wash the whole vehicle.
Perfect. I can do it if you want, eh?
Okay.
I can do it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Have fun. Next step, we're putting the rinseless wash back on the vehicle.
Okay.
Just quickly, you don't need a lot of it.
Okay.
Next up, the contact wash. So I know you've washed with a sponge before, so it's not strange to you. Just want to show you the newest technology. So the rinseless wash, we know the back end of the vehicle was the dirtiest. So let me start on the bumper, which is probably the last place we would normally start, but I want to pick up a bit of dirt. Take a look at the sponge.
Yeah.
We don't have to dip it too far into the bucket. Just touch the surface. Sponge is clean.
All right.
Yep. And we don't want the sponge being wet. When you take it out of the bucket, give it a squeeze, just on the verge of dripping. That's all we need.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I start on the top?
Start on the top, work your way down.
Perfect. And after when do you have to rinse it?
After every panel, flip the sponge. So now you've done one side of the sponge. The next piece of the car that you do, go to the other side.
Okay.
Then you
if I
come
go
back
to the windshield, I'll turn it up.
Yeah.
And then I'll rinse it?
Yeah.
All right. Just like that?
Perfect.
All right.
Next step.
Next step.
Iron remover. This is the stuff that doesn't smell nice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like
So
a skunk? No.
pretty close.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Jeez, okay.
A skunk getting a perm. So
Getting a perm? Oh, yeah.
So the iron remover, we need to use the decontamination towel.
All right.
And we want to fold the towel in 4. So I'll give you this.
Sure.
The reason we're folding the towel is to reduce pressure points.
Okay.
And if I do press on the towel, I'm going to get rinseless coming out of it. As I mentioned before, iron remover, not the best smelling product, also one of the most expensive products.
All right, okay.
So we don't want to waste it. And a lot of people will just spray this all over the car.
Okay.
If we do that, it's going to smell really bad. But to save us and to save on product cost, what we do is 1 spray on the towel, 1 spray on the panel,
All right.
merge the 2, and then start decontaminating. And
Jeez, okay.
no pressure on the towel,
Okay.
and you'll feel when the contamination is gone. We can hear it just a little bit. And as I keep going.
I hear it and I smell it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's not our best
I thought
smelling.
that was worse because you told me that was really could be worse.
Yeah, it could be much worse. And then we just go around the car like this. So every panel, we'll flip the towel, go to a new side, one spray on the panel, one spray on the towel.
Okay, after that, usually what you go, where you go?
Start with the roof, work your way down. Just one. That's 5 sprays.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't close that much. I don't feel a lot of contamination.
No.
It's up.
This car gets washed frequently, so it probably won't have a lot of contamination on it.
Do you use the same side for all the roof, or?
You can, especially when you have very light contamination like this. It's not heavy.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't have your experience, but I think I don't feel that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of contamination.
So you also want to do your windows like you're doing. That's going to help make your windows easier to clean the next time you
On
go.
the side too?
Yeah, all the
windows.
basically the whole vehicle.
Right.
The car is starting to dry a little bit, so I'm just going to spray a little more rinseless on. That's just going to give us just a little bit more lubrication. Lubrication while decontaminating, never a bad thing. Fun thing with the iron remover as well, because of the surfactants in it, we can see where Mario's been. It's got a nice sudsy tracer to it.
Everything's done.
Everything's done. Time to rinse it off.
I'll put this, where do I put this rug?
We'll rinse it off in the sink
Okay.
and then let it dry. Next step is water spot remover. So see how the water is sitting flat on the hood in a lot of areas? We don't need a lot of this, but immediately it starts beating the water. That's because
Okay.
it's breaking down the minerals on the surface.
Okay.
So we just lightly spray it on, and then with a rinseless dampened towel, we agitate the surface.
Okay.
So you don't flip the towel, use the same side for the whole car. Because we know the car is clean, we've washed it, we've clayed it. So now all we're doing is spreading the water spot remover.
Okay, so I'm just holding you.
Yeah.
It smells better. A little bit better.
It's got a nicer smell than the iron remover for sure.
You did the side panel, yeah?
The whole side is done.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure.
So now we've rinsed off the whole vehicle. We can see that the water behavior is a little better than it was before. Still not great, but much better. And for the wheels, gonna make sure they're rinsed. And we add a bit of quick beads, let it sit for 30 seconds.
All right.
And then we spray.
So you're gonna rinse?
Go ahead.
Okay, you don't want
It's all
to
you.
me?
No, it's all you. Next step, the drying blanket. Have fun.
That's fun. Is that better to scrub or just
Doesn't
like you
matter.
did at the beginning like that, or?
However you like.
All right.
It's not a hard process.
No.
We already have, we've brought out shine because we've taken the contaminations away. We've taken those mineral deposits away. Now we get to polish and apply the coating. Even more fun.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Mario, it's
Yep.
all clean. It's ready to go. Let's take a look. So it's all swirled up. We have some deeper marks as well. So we're going to do a test spot. We have 3 pads in the system. And someone scratched up with their fingers here.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So we'll get rid of that. But we have 3 pads in the system. We have the yellow pad, or the gold standard pad. This is our medium pad.
Okay.
We have the red pad here. This is our finishing pad, rotary jeweling pad. We normally use this on a rotary. And then we have our cutting pad. This is the most aggressive.
Okay.
We don't necessarily want to use this one. If we don't need to, we don't need to go there. So I've already washed my pad in the pad washer. I'll put 1 spray of polish. And for a test spot, I like to do about the size of a towel,
Okay.
so 16 by 16, and I'll do 3 passes. That way I know that's what I need to do for the rest. This is probably one of the worst parts of the hood here, so we'll do that here.
Three passes.
3 passes, that'll give us a baseline to determine what we need to do. If we need to do more than that, we'll go to the wool pad. If this is satisfactory, we don't need to do any more, then we're good. We have a rinseless dampened towel. This will help break down the polishing oils and allow me to remove them without applying any pressure. And then just follow up with a dry towel.
And when you dry one, you make it some circle instead of just.
Oh, you can do lines, you can do
Okay,
circles,
doesn't
triangles,
matter.
squares. It's up to you. How's
But a
that?
bit different. Eh?
Yeah, very different. So could we do more? Yes. But do we want to do more? In this case, maybe yes.
Yeah, because it's still some.
Yeah. So we'll switch to the wool pad
You gotta take this one, okay?
and give this one a try.
Okay. Take it.
So we'll move up on the hood. I'm at speed 2. Damp towel.
Dry one.
Much better.
Yeah.
Now you'll notice this looks a little gray compared to here.
Yeah.
And that's because the wool pad leaves it slightly abraded. So we need another step if we're doing this.
Okay.
If we're doing the gold, we only need 1 step. But since we're going to be applying C6 Hydro Lite, we want to do the final step anyways with that. So we'll start with this, and then we'll do our final pass. But this has gotten rid of the deeper swirls and the deeper marks. I'm going to go here. So we'll do 1 pass with the wool, and then 1 pass with the red on the other tool. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So now we have a plan of action. We know what we need to do.
Let's
Get it done. For Mario, next step, we're removing the polish residue, getting it ready to receive the C6 app. So the adhesion promoter polish. So we need to wipe it off, but we don't need to be crazy about it. Just make sure that you get it clean, get the surface clean, and go from there.
Looks good.
Looks very good.
You like it?
I like it.
Now that we've wiped off the gold standard polish,
Yeah.
it's looking good. We're going to
Very
make it
good.
look better.
Better?
Yes.
I thought that was correct like that.
No, we're going to improve it. So this is the app. This is an adhesion promoter polish. And unlike before, we're going to use a dry pad. So we're not cleaning the pad,
Okay.
and we just go around the vehicle lightly. We're not trying to polish with this. What we're doing is we're actually depositing this onto the paint.
Okay.
And what it's going to do is actually swell the paint a little bit, but keep it locked in that swollen state.
Okay.
Keeping it open, and then when we go to put the coating on, the coating goes in the paint instead of on the paint.
Okay.
And it's just a very simple, turn the machine on is always better.
Better and easier.
So no pressure on the machine.
Okay.
And as long as we see a trail behind the machine, we don't need to add any more.
Okay. As soon as you drive off, then you put.
Yeah, and then we use a dry microfiber
Okay.
to level it off. I like to do 2 passes.
Do you have to rub it right after that, or you can wait at the end of the car?
You can wait at the end, you can do it right after, you can wait till tomorrow if you want. It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
And I still have some on the pad, so I don't need to add any more. So this acts as a deep cleaner, and at the same time it's preparing the paint for the coating. We don't need to use a panel prep after this. Actually, you don't want to use a panel prep. And you just keep going around the vehicle.
3 drop. You covered a lot of things.
Still have.
Still have one.
Yeah. So, do you want to wipe or do you want to polish?
Doesn't matter which one we want me to do.
I'll
Okay.
put gloves on though. I don't want your sticky little fingers
Okay.
on the paint. Mario, next step,
The last one?
the application of the coating. Well, not the last one. No, the last one is invoicing the customer. But Hydro Lite is our 6-year ceramic coating. You can do longer than that if you maintain it properly, but it'll do at least 6 years. Extremely, extremely hydrophobic and great chemical resistance.
Okay.
Contains polysiloxane. Polysiloxane gives us a very hard, resilient and chemically resistant product. We have silicon carbide, again, very chemically resistant, but also very glossy.
You can use it on the tank? No.
Yeah, very glossy, very shiny. We have in here also SiO2 or silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide gives a shine that's in most ceramic coatings. We have silicon nitride, which is a very flexible ceramic.
Okay.
So it reduces the incidence of fracturing. And finally, we have refined detonated nanodiamonds. And that really brings out the shine, brings out the gloss, but also durability and water spot resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So when we start,
All those things in a little.
yeah, everything's in this little bottle.
Okay.
I'm going to put roughly about 10 drops on my pad. Then from there, normally we're going to box a section. But now, since I have way too much on my pad, this is way too much, I'm just going to start in the center and work my way up.
Okay.
Because I want to prime this pad.
Okay.
And you see how thick it is? I don't want it thick. The less I use, the better it is. So I'm going to spread it out in a circular motion, making my way to the edge of the panel. So that big puddle that I put there to begin with, I'm just going to keep working it, spreading it out further and further. And you see how the surface looks wet?
Yep.
And eventually it's going to look like an oil slick on water or a rainbow effect. And when 50% of that rainbow effect is gone or more, then we're going to go with the two towels you have in your hand. The short nap to level and the red one or the high nap to finish off. So see how we have what looks like a rainbow effect or oil slick on water? We're going to continue to let that go until about 50% of it or more is back to clear.
Okay.
And once we get back to clear, normally it's harder to see on the camera, but we got just the right lighting here for that. And one way to tell that it's too early is if we take our towel and stop. See the weave of the towel?
Yeah.
That means it's too early.
Okay.
So we're going to wait a minute or two more. Now the curing of the, or cross-linking of the ceramic is really affected by humidity. So the higher the humidity, the faster it's going to go.
Oh, okay.
This is rare that we see it better on the camera than we do
You never
with our eyes. So
you see your hands on.
yeah, we see exactly where I stopped.
Your stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, I put way too much on this time, but that's to get the pad primed. Once the pad is primed, then we just add 1 or 2 drops per pan.
Okay.
Less is more. So I'll do the other half of the hood.
You only put 1 drop or 2?
Just 1.
That's good.
So I'm boxing in the panel, making sure to go past onto the fender, onto the light. And once I've boxed in the section, just go in a circular motion. And this one will cross-link a little faster because now I have the right amount on my pad. So this side will probably be ready before the other side. And putting too much on is not a good thing. It's not going to help anyone. It's not going to help the product.
Would it be better if you start with only 5 drops at the beginning or instead of 10? Or?
No, I like to spread it on the pad.
Okay, okay. Can we try here?
Yep.
Yep. Should be nice and slick
Oh, yeah.
and no pressure. Just you're not trying to remove the excess coating. You're trying to level it or spread it out thin.
And then I use the other one after?
Yeah.
Jeez.
A little slicker
It
than
looks like velvet.
yeah, a little slicker than a couple hours ago.
Jeez.
The other side should be good. So Mario, here we have what we commonly refer to as a high spot. So right here, you missed just a little bit when you were wiping off.
Okay.
And what you want to do is just wipe it off again. Now you're wiping off in straight lines, and that's what happens when you wipe off in straight lines.
Okay. Is that correct?
And then just go back over with the other towel. So if you wipe off in a circular motion like you're mopping the floor,
Okay.
you get a much better coverage.
Okay.
And when you get to the edge, you go past the edge,
Okay.
you've got another one here. See this little triangle shape? That's a very common spot because you did one side of the hood and then the other side of the hood. And
That there like that?
Yeah, and normally there's always one here, and true to form, you've got one here as well. So you have a little peak here.
Are you telling me that I'm going to be fired, or?
No, you're good.
Okay.
It's common because again, you're going in straight lines. So when you go in straight lines, when you get to the edge, sometimes you miss a little spot. And then those are high spots. The high spots, if we don't get them off early like this, they're very difficult to remove afterwards.
Okay.
So far, so good?
So far, so good.
You're a few inches shorter than I am. And I noticed when we were cleaning the car, you had problems reaching. You got a little ladder out, which is a great thing. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's a good trick.
It's very important when we're doing this to actually overlap. So I'm going past the center of the roof again because I want to make sure we don't miss anything. And it's not a problem to overlap this coating on top of itself. You don't have to put 2 layers on. That's not actually something we want to do. But while the coating is fresh like this, it's very simple to overlap it.
Thank you, sir.
So next step, we've got the upper sections done.
Okay.
So we're going to do one panel at a time.
All right.
But this panel is the quarter panel, and obviously go all the way to the A-pillar.
Okay.
And that way, while I'm wiping this off, you can be doing the door. Then when you're doing the front door, I can be wiping off the front door while you're doing the back door. So we're not in each other's way.
All right, good. And with a circle.
Circular motion, you can do a slightly larger circle. And no pressure. Oh, missed a spot.
I'll be back. You
Box. Final impressions?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I didn't expect that result.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm the kind of guy who washes his car every week, and I thought I was doing a good and a great job.
Yeah.
That was not it.
Okay. So
This one is really, really impressed. To be
excellent.
honest, I didn't expect that result.
So this is C6 Hydro Lite that we have on the vehicle. Extremely hydrophobic, extremely glossy, and Mario's going to get a lot of good wear and use out of this. He drives it in the summer, he drives it in the winter, so he's going to see how well the C6 Hydro performs. If you like this type of content, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, leave them below. We'll see you in the next one, but in the meantime, you might want to watch this video right here.